Welcome back, everybody. Fun in the locker room. Sean Rankle, Liam Hawley, Truett Tarstetter. January 6th, 2025. We got you 2 shows in 5 days. We're on it to start 2025. So be grateful. Watch this because you're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn a lot of ball knowledge because we know ball. We're going to talk a lot about football today. The regular season for the 2024-2025 NFL season just wrapped up with Week 18. So, here on Fun in the Locker Room, we're going to get into awards. We're going to get into recapping the season as a whole, get into some playoff predictions that I will probably get wrong the most out of the 3 of us just by the nature of how this goes. And then we'll probably visit some offseason stuff. I know there's a lot with the Giants. You got a top pick that we can talk about. We got some personnel changes that were not made that I'd love to get Rank's opinion on. And then we'll do as we always do, get into a little bit of NBA and some hoops grid, as always. And don't forget those birthdays because Liam works very hard finding those birthdays. So everyone clap it up for Liam in the chat. We did not have a Monday night game tonight, unfortunately. So this time slot is going to be for Rankle to recap the 2024-2025 Monday Night Football picks, Fun in the Locker Room edition. And you can see by the smug smile on Liam's face how this is going to go.
Yeah, I'd like to congratulate Liam on his second straight win. He's won by 3 games. Still a game to go, but Liam's wrapped it up 3. True, the disappointing record again. True, I made a statement in the group chat that I'd like to share with the viewers. Is next year the year you try? Are we going for a 3rd straight? This is now 4 straight last place finishes.
Ooh. Damn.
Rankle, you can confirm that every year we've been doing this, I have tried different strategies. I have tried everything in the book in trying to pick spreads, and I don't know. The answer is I don't know.
This explains a lot of. We're very happy you quit gambling back in college because you'd be a very poor man betting these games right now.
We don't endorse gambling, but you should listen to these 2 because they actually. You guys are both over 500. Can't say the same about myself.
For our viewers out there, if you want to make money, just listen to whatever Truett says and do the exact opposite, and you'll probably make a good.
Your record would be like 17-6, I think, was what Truett's opposite record was. So you would have made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Truett, I wish you luck next year. Hopefully next year is the year you actually win one. But congratulations to Liam.
Thank you.
2 in a row.
I'd like to take this time to thank the loyal viewers of the show. You guys are why I do it. I'm gunning for this 3-peat. Big things are coming next year, and nothing's going to stop me.
Did any of us hit a double or nothing?
No, we were all 0 for 2 on over. We all were completely bad.
I'm still kicking myself from that Commanders-Bengals game that I hyped up. Never did it. But
I will say next year I'm experimenting with an idea of having America's vote. We put a poll on Twitter 24 hours before the show, see how America does with our loyal fans out there.
Love that.
If America beats me, dude, that's going to be really bad.
The locker roomers who are loyal fans out there.
I like that.
The locker room enjoyers. Yeah, I like that. That's great.
Another good season in the books. So we're going to recap Week 18. We're going to get into the playoff predictions as we always do. I want to survey you guys to see. I think this was a really interesting NFL season for a lot of reasons, but I'd love to hear. Let's go biggest disappointments. Liam, I want you to start with your biggest disappointing team of the season.
It's a team that I really, really want to do well this year, and everybody underperformed. The quarterback, the running back, the wide receivers, the head coach, the defense, the list goes on and on. Even the fucking hot dog vendors didn't do their job this year. I'm talking about the New York Jets. This was the year, the biggest hype they've had in the last decade, and it was one of the worst seasons in recent history. Aaron Rodgers was playing like he was off a perk.
Jesus.
Garrett Wilson, stone hands. They had to trade for old-ass Devontae Adams. They freed him and still couldn't win. And the supposed Super Bowl caliber defense just did not show up. Also, I want to give a big shout-out to Breece Hall. You owe me some money, young man, because I carried you to my fantasy championship and I won it with you on my team. So, yeah, fuck you, Brees Hall.
God.
The
Wow.
Jets absolutely stunk this year, and I picked them to win the division, and I believe I picked them to go deep in the playoffs. So, yeah, they were my biggest disappointment.
Wow.
It's completely fair. They I think I said as one of my hot takes of the season that they are the biggest failure in the history of sports. To have that much
Wow.
talent on that team
Ah,
and to be that bad, it's historic levels of atrociousness.
yes.
Wow. That is a big statement, Rank. Oh my God. Wow.
Rick,
Did you
why don't you go next, buddy? You got something you want to say?
I bounced around a little bit. Honorable mentions: the Falcons are a disappointment. 4 straight losses at the end of the season.
Honorable mention.
Other honorable mention: the Bengals, disappointment. Great team, great talent, can't finish it. But do not understand how the Jaguars, in a bad division with bad football teams, with a supposedly number 1 overall quarterback pick who's supposed to be the future of this franchise, and a wide receiver who's a top 5 wide receiver in the NFL, have 4 wins. ETN, Tank Bisbee are not bad running backs. Evan Ingram's a good tight end. Brian Thomas Jr. is a top 5 wide receiver in the NFL. And they're this bad? In a bad division? The Colts suck. The Titans suck. The Texans are overrated as hell. And the Jaguars have 4 wins. I do not understand how this happens. They went from last year, I think they lost 7 straight basically to end the season last year. Weren't they like cruising to a playoff spot? So they went from 2 years ago winning a playoff game against the Chargers that then they blew in the second half to then blowing a 9-1 record to now this. They're like the fall off from this, the Jaguars' rise and fall has to be studied for just how terrible it was because they haven't won a playoff game in this rise and fall, but it's been crazy.
I would hate to be a Jaguars fan because, you had to watch Mac Jones for a good portion of the year. But, Rank, to your point, and we can talk about this show or next show or whatever, but I think we have to talk about, like, how disappointing of a prospect Trevor Lawrence has been. I mean, when they won the championship at Clemson and people were saying he would go first overall, like, if he was getting drafted that year and he wasn't even eligible for this, I don't think people talk about enough and how disappointing this has really been.
Yeah, why does he get a pass, it seems, for being butt cheeks?
I think he's in Jacksonville. Nobody cares, but he does not deserve a pass.
Nobody really cares
That's
about the
probably
division.
it.
And to Liam's point that he made last show, Brian Thomas is
just
going to be.
fooled us for the.
Sorry, I was just going to say Brian Thomas has been a very good receiver.
He's been great.
Yeah. So I don't know what it is. Rank, I would dispute you a little bit. I think Travis Etienne had not a really great season.
But Tank Bigsby played well at times.
Yep, I will agree with you there. That's a good shout, Rank. I like the Jags as your pick.
Truett, who do you got?
So I'm going to go with a team I like to pick on, and that is the San Francisco 49ers, who I don't have the stats in front of me, have made X Super Bowls in the past 5 years, coming off of a close loss to the Chiefs, a rematch from when they had Garoppolo. Now they have Purdy. They looked capitalizing on great season last year. Can they do it again this year? And in what I would consider to be a weak NFC West, the Rams barely made it in. They really didn't capitalize on the opportunity there. Obviously, it's not just the underperformance. Christian McCaffrey was just super injury prone throughout the season, played 4 games, they shut him down. But, I mean, you even had guys like Jordan Mason and I'm blanking on the name of his backup step in and have good rushing performances. But I really want to get into the receiving core. Brandon Ayuk got paid a lot of money in the offseason, and I know he got injured. He played 7 games. But in those 7 games, 25 receptions, 300 yards, 0 touchdowns. That's a donut touchdowns. Deebo Samuel played 15 games, 600 yards, 3 touchdowns. At one point, for most of the season, he had as many receiving touchdowns as Jared Goff. So I like to throw that stat out there. But, the one person who really didn't disappoint that much is Brock Purdy. I think Brock Purdy actually had a pretty good season. But I think this defense really took a step back in 2024, 2025 from what we've seen in the past. And I think in a lot of cases, especially when Brock Purdy was young, the defense was able to secure the win, if you will. And they just weren't able to do that. And that's evident by their record. And they got a lot of big decisions because you still have to pay Brock Purdy. I think you're dumb if you say, okay, let's not pay Brock Purdy. I think that decision needs to be made. But you're working with a lot of cap constraints. So I'm not really sure the gymnastics they're going to be able to do to get out of this one.
They are in a rough spot.
Yeah, they really are. And one person I've harped on for the past 4 or 5 years is Trent Williams has also missed a lot of games this season, which really hurt their obvious line protection thing. But you're in the nail on Ventura. Their wide receiver play was one of the best in the NFL past 2 years and has really fallen off this year. Juwan Jennings stepped up. Congrats to him. George Kittle also had a great year. Shout out George Kittle. Both guys who have stepped up played really well. But his team just seems to have a problem that I feel like the Rams had a year or two ago. The fact of they're now paying all these guys and they can't rotate in defense as much as they used to. That defensive line used to be coming in and out. They had guys 6, 7, 8 guys deep of really talented defensive linemen that they don't have anymore. That they need to figure out how to retool the way the Rams did. And I don't know how the Rams did so successfully because they went from we thinking oh my God, they don't have a pick in the next 8 years. They're going to be terrible. And now here they are winning the division back in the playoffs. The 49ers are the kings of these. They've missed the playoffs 4 times in Kyle Shanahan's era and made the NFC Championship game 4 times. He's perfectly either championship or missed the playoffs, which is crazy. So I'm not writing off the 49ers off long term, but this is definitely a look inward and figure out what they can do better next year, especially as you're saying it, sure, they're going to have to pay Brock Purdy this offseason. Brock Purdy is going to get paid a lot of money. And he should.
You got to really you got to do what the Rams did, like you said. And Rams just drafted really well.
Yeah.
They didn't have – they were giving up first all the time, but, Puka Nacua was a 5th-round pick. Kobe Turner was a 3rd-round pick. They just drafted really well with what they had. And
crazy stat for you guys. First time in a decade that Trent Williams has played more than 10 games and has not been named All-Pro.
Wow. That's a big stat. He's getting old. He's getting up there. They need to replace this offensive line with talented guys so that he can do something.
He's probably on a sizable contract, I'd assume. I think he's one of the highest paid offensive linemen. That was his whole holdout, and
as you should.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get into something a little bit more exciting. We're going to get into the biggest.
Before we jump into teams and surprises, I just want to hit on a team that Rankle mentioned earlier, an honorable mention. This was the year of the Atlanta Falcons. They were Super Bowl hopefuls coming in, and my God, you look at this roster, they sure as hell should have been. What a disappointment for them in a weak division this year. Couldn't get it done. And now they have Michael Penix leading the team at quarterback. Do you guys think they can turn it around next year?
I'm off the bandwagon. I have been burned for 4 straight years on the Kyle Pitts is really talented and can actually do something train. There is just, I don't understand it.
You were one of the only people left on that train, probably.
Bijan Robinson's really good. Drake London's good. Darnell Mooney's good. Kyle Pitts, I think, is talented. Even Michael Penix.
Just had to capture the moment.
Michael Penix put up 38 points, and their defense let them down. They seem to always have one thing that does not click. They can never all do it at once. I don't know what the hell the problem is, but I'm done believing in this team. I'm done caring about this stupid-ass NFC South division. We're done with it.
Thank you, Rankle. That was beautiful.
And their O-line's pretty good, too.
Yeah, they had weapons on defense, every position, too. You could not get it done.
Thanks for bringing it up, Liam. Appreciate that.
Of course.
All right, Rank, you're going to go first on this one because we need to have a positive tone. Let's go biggest overachievers.
Biggest overachiever. I don't think this team really overachieve seems like the wrong word, but I wanted to give them a shout out in this situation of a team that performed better than their talent shows or how we expected. This Panthers team, like me and Liam have been talking about Bryce Young the past couple of weeks, he went from a guy who was going to get traded, not going to be in Carolina anymore. It's going to be like a Josh Rosen situation in Carolina. And now he is the future. Like,
Yeah.
David Canales is talking about it, like their coaches set, their quarterback set. This team is going to an offseason with a completely different mindset that they now have people in positions that they can build on. Thielen's a good wide receiver too. They can get more weapons, get an offensive line, get talent into this team. Like the Panthers in a once a bad NFC South have a chance to do something next year.
Call me crazy. I think the Panthers will find success before the Bears do.
Wow.
It depends who the Bears hire. Depends who the Bears hire, but I agree.
It's a weak division, and it will continue to be weak for the next couple of years. Meanwhile, the Bears division is one of the best in football. Bryce Young is a stud, and I think Carolina has a lot of people they can move around and a lot of people they can bring in, and they can be very dangerous.
I don't hate it. I'm going to see who the Bears hire. The Bears hire Ben Johnson. Then I have a different point of view there. But
you think Ben Johnson's going to the Bears?
I don't know. I'm not saying he's going to, but there's a chance. I as of right now, the way currently constructed, yes, I agree with you, Liam. The Panthers are in a better spot than the Bears, which is crazy.
Isn't that nuts?
Can you elaborate a little bit? I'm not seeing what you guys are
saying. I just think the Bears at this moment in time, this past season, for them to lose as many games as they did, it was, come on. They had an incredible wide receiver room. They had DeAndre Swift, who was coming off an incredible year, the quote-unquote best QB in the draft class, an O-line that was revamped, and a defense, the defense is, on paper, everywhere they are better than the Panthers, but yet they underachieved.
They lost 9 straight games. Like they lost 9 straight after the Hail Mary stuff. And the locker room and the environment in Chicago is just down, down, down. I know they won a huge game yesterday against Malik Willis, which congrats. That was big for them.
Yeah.
But this Panthers team seems to be clicking. Like Bryce Young's got the confidence. Like, do you see he turned around after he made that throw? Like, before he was even caught, he was turning around and celebrating. Like Steph Curry type Bryce Young plays that I just feel like this Panthers team has a swagger and a confidence that and to Liam's point, just compare the divisions. Like you compare the NFC South to the NFC North. Like there's a vast difference in talent there. Easier wins the NFC South, the Panthers have.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a pretty good point too.
So to win the division, the Bears would have needed to win 10 more games. Panthers would have only needed 5? It's double games. Just quick maths right there.
Liam, who do you have as your biggest overachiever?
I couldn't pick between these two, so I'm going to say both. Both led by rookie quarterbacks, both making the playoffs. The Broncos, in a loaded AFC, were able to sneak in, albeit they were playing the Chiefs backups, but dominant win. Bo Nix has certified himself as a very, very good quarterback in this league, and he's going to be very good for years to come. And, shout out to Mr. Surtain there in Denver, the odds favorite.
PS2.
The odds favorite to win Defensive Player of the Year by pretty good margin now. And on the other side of the ball, got to give the Commies a shout out. I mean, their rookie QB was unbelievable. Terry McLaurin had a great year. And they just had the magic. So many wins late in the game, last 10 seconds of the game, Hail Marys, Something about this team, they got the juice. And they got the swag. Shout out Eckler. Shout out B-Rob. They got ballers on their team. I like the squad.
They do seem to have a way of I think they were talking about the broadcast, I think last night of Jane Daniels never looks flustered. He looks calm, composed, smiling, happy, just going out there and playing the game that he grew up playing. And there's a fun about the Commanders I never thought I'd say in my life, that they're a fun team to watch. They're a fun team to be around. And that's going to be a great game next weekend when they go down to Tampa. Those are two great football teams.
Yes. Two gritty teams right there.
Yeah.
I'm still on the Bo Nix Rookie of the Year train. I'm pushing that narrative heavy.
Both
So-
deserve it. Let's
Both
keep
deserve it. Yeah,
Yes.
you're right. I'm gonna go with one of Liam's favorite teams. I'm gonna go with the Minnesota Vikings. Just kidding. It's one of Rank's favorite teams. And I say this really just because there was a lot of love given to the Lions. They went 15-2. They had a great year, and I'm a huge fan of the Lions and what they've done this year. But I think not enough people really. I mean, people talked about it, but I think it should be talked about more. That the Vikings 14-3 with their backup QB wasn't even the plan for this year. It was obviously going to be. It was probably going to be JJ McCarthy. I mean, I don't know what they had envisioned, but this, you lose Kirk Cousins to someone else in the NFC. Really, a whole rebuild on offense. You lose Aaron Jones. Excuse me. You lose who was their running back last year? It kind of fell apart. Who was I'm blanking on who the star
Oh my
running
God.
back.
Madison was the starter.
No, who was the star?
Dalvin Cook was before.
Dalvin Cook, that running back room fell apart because I think they did start Madison for a while. You bring in Aaron Jones, who a lot of injury concerns. It looked like a complete rebuilding year for the team as a whole. And yes, they were in the shadow of the Lions for a while, but to do this with a backup QB, really no expectations at all this year. No expectations at all. I think a lot of people would have said the Bears probably finish above the Vikings. Like, I don't think that was that hot of a take going into the year, just given like the MO of the Vikings. And I think this team is legitimately one of the contenders in the NFC. And that's why they get my pick as the biggest overachiever, because at the end of the day, and we can talk about the game last night in a minute. Whatever happened with Darnold, you still have your backup plan in JJ McCarthy, or sorry, your plan A in JJ McCarthy. And you have a lot to build on here. More Addison, more Justin Jefferson. So I just see this as a complete win and with such little expectations.
You have to give them credit. Like, as Drew was saying, this was not what was expected. Kevin O'Connell deserves head coach of the year. Like, to make this team what they are right now, a lot of credit falls on his shoulders. Liam, I don't know if we want to get a game on Sunday night, but like Sam Darnold looked flustered out there. I think the Lions did a great job of applying pressure on him early, making him uncomfortable, making him not have time in the pocket to make his throws. That's when he succeeds the most. When he's got time to sit back there, pick apart defense, and get his throws on time. He's really good. He was overthrowing a lot of balls. That's 7 straight plays inside the 10-yard line. I think that was after that the game was over.
Yeah, it was rough. Huge shout out to the Lions though. They got Alex Anzalone back, and he played unbelievable. Amik Robertson guarding Jettas had a fantastic game as well.
Yeah.
True. I will give the Vikings credit. Their defense this year has been otherworldly, and that has been a huge part of the success. And nobody thought they were going to have this good of a defense.
You legitimately cannot run the ball against them.
Yeah.
And just one more thing about Aaron Jones. Because I didn't even really know this till looking into it. Career high in carries and yards for him this year. The guy that, he's only played 17 games once in his career, played 17 this year, and just showed that he could be durable. And I mean, that's huge for this team. Do we want to get into that game last night a little bit?
Yeah. We talked about last week who would be our player to watch. And I believe Truitt said Jordan Addison.
I said Jordan Addison.
You said
Drew
Jordan
said
Addison.
JMO.
Who did you say?
I said the other guys.
Jameson.
Yeah.
Jameson
I'm gonna give myself credit here because I did say Gibby.
Yeah, you deserve a lot of credit for that.
Yeah, that capped off a good year of picks for me. I don't think this game carries much meaning at all if all the favorites win, if that makes sense. Because if we get that Vikings-Lions matchup,
Again.
I think it's going to be a lot closer than this game was.
Yeah, I think this was a good example of like how loud it can be in Detroit. I don't think it was rocking to start this game. I don't think it can get any louder for Sam Darnold. It's almost like you want to call it an advantage, or not an advantage for the Vikings, but almost like we've seen this, we've been there, we know what it's like, and be like, let's go do it again. So I agree with you, Liam. I think if they go back to Detroit, I wouldn't bank on what happened in this game happening again, because I think Sam Darnold looked flustered, things like that. He's played better this season. He played great last week. Like, he's a better quarterback than was shown. I think Sam Darnold's somewhere in between. He's not as good as he's been all season, but he's not as bad as he was last night. He's somewhere in between there, and depends on which can show up that game. I think they need to run the ball more. I'm not sure why they run 7 passing plays inside the 10-yard line. Like, you're not going to run the ball. Like, Aaron Jones has done well this season. Like, he needs to run the ball some more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you, Rank. I don't think Gibbs will have 4 touchdowns next time they play.
Yeah.
And again, like I just said, the Vikings are the number 2 running defense. I don't think it happens nearly the same. But I was kind of poo-pooing on their defense last show, but how it's really struggled recently. Gave up 9 points, so they really pulled their shit together.
Yeah. I think this bye week will help. I know we debated this last week. This bye week will help the Lions a lot.
Yeah.
Just in terms of getting healthy.
So, all right. I think do we move into some playoff predictions, playoff brackets?
Let's do some picks.
Let's do some picks. Let's let the pick master go first. Rank, I'll let you dictate this one.
All right, let's go game by game. We'll start in the top left corner. Bills Broncos. I think the Bills and Josh Allen are on a rampage this season. It is a Josh Allen year. Bills win this one. Liam?
I'm going to ride with the Bills as well. My MVP. I don't think he's going to have any issues with this game.
Truett?
I'm going to go with Bills in a close one.
Wow.
All right. Congratulations to the Broncos for advancing.
Fuck you.
All right. Next one, a fun one. Little AFC North battle. Ravens, Steelers. Truett, kick us off.
I got to go with the Ravens. These 2 teams are on very different trajectories right now. It's going to be purely momentum.
Yeah. My thoughts exactly. True. I'm going to echo that. Good luck stopping those 2.
Yeah,
5 weeks ago, I think it would have been debatable. But,
I agree with you. 5 weeks ago, before the Christmas game, I would have picked the Steelers to win this game. But I think Lamar Jackson's playing another level. He's playing better than his MVP season. They just need to give Derrick Henry a freaking ball, and I'll be a lot happier. Last game in the AFC first round, Texans-Chargers. Potentially one of the best games of the first rounds.
Yeah.
I can start with this one. I think the Texans are overrated. I don't think they played great. I think they played a bad schedule. Chargers, Justin Herbert, they're my boys. We're riding them. Chargers win this game.
Let's go, Rank. Let's go.
Thanks, riding the boys. Let's go.
I completely agree. I want to see a Ladd McConkey masterclass down in Houston. Show J.K. Dobbins had a great bounce back year. Chargers got some swag, and the Texans right now do not have swag. I'm going to go with the Chargers as well.
True.
I hate that we're all consistent here, but I'm going to go with the Chargers as well. Not a lot of faith here in the Texans. Very injured on the offensive side of the ball. Devastatingly, Tank Dell and others. And like you said, Chargers got swagger. Harbaugh's there, and I really like his connection with Herbert. He is bringing the best out of him.
So we have all chosen the same exact teams in the first round in the AFC.
Weird. We don't do that too often.
We're really going chalk here. All right. Liam, I'll let you start first. Eagles-Packers rematch of the first game of the season down in Sao Paulo.
Yep.
Now they're in the link. Can the Packers go in there and get a win?
Look, I would love to stand up here and say that the Packers could win this game, and they very well could. But my God, it is going to be difficult. I'm thinking Saquon, with all the rest that he's taken, is going to run rampant all over this defense. I'm going to take the Birds, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think I'm going to echo that one. I think it would have been different. I'm not sure what the Jordan Love injury is. I know he left the game early. Christian Watson's out. I think
they said he'll be fine. Jordan Love. Watson tore his ACL, but Jordan Love should be fine.
Jesus. All right.
F it. Packers are winning.
So
Let's go
hard
Pack.
for Ray to choose the Eagles. I respect it.
Did you guys see the Saquon Barkley commercial this week?
No.
Did you? So in the offseason of Hard Knocks, our owner said if Saquon goes to the Eagles, he's going to lose some sleep. I think you guys heard that back in the day.
Yes.
So Saquon did a sleep commercial and said, "Don't worry, I'm not losing any sleep."
Oh, wow.
So he touched the money.
Touchdown.
Packers are winning this one.
Wow.
Respect, Rankle. I respect you.
Yeah. Nothing but respect.
True.
I'm gonna go with the Eagles. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go I respect it, but I just disagree. I would love to see the Packers win. Well, to be fair.
Hopefully.
Fair. All right. I'll start next here. Bucks commies. Jay Daniels gets it done. They're going in there. They're beating Tampa. I don't like the Mike Evans getting the ball in the last play of the game. Almost blew it. Jay Daniels, Commanders. Let's go.
Yeah, for real. That shit was disgusting. I'm so upset we just didn't triple team him or hold him.
Yeah. Why did you guys play off him so?
I don't know.
You weren't pressing him at all.
Listen, I'm happy we lost the game, but I really didn't want him to make that catch at the end. No, very unnecessary.
Should have done something about it then.
I would have done something, but
Who you got, Liam?
This one's a tough one. I feel like the Buccaneers were very hated on this year for no good reason. A lot of people did not pick them to win the division. Baker Mayfield's a winner. Bucky Irving can get it done. I'm going to take the Buccaneers at home to sneak past the Commanders. It's going to be close, and I don't want to see it happen, but I think the Bucs will get it done.
All right. Trent?
I take the Bucks too. I'm so high on Baker Mayfield. I'm sorry. This is a lot of bias here, but they still got a good defense. Still got Levante David and those boys. They got it.
4-5 matchup. Probably the most exciting of this first round. Rams, Vikings. Can Sam Darnold go into LA and get a win? I am taking the Vikings. The Vikings are winning this game.
Wow.
I wouldn't say this is exciting. I think the Rams are so overrated. I'm taking the Vikings as well, Rick.
Really? You think the Rams are overrated?
I think the Rams are one of the most overrated teams in the league.
Wow.
For up and close, I'm telling you.
Liam?
This is a really interesting pick here because either way, one of these teams is going to have to go into Ford Field and try and get it done against the Lions. You know what? I want the Vikings to win this game so that they can go back to Ford Field and just get their asses handed to them again. I would like that a lot.
All right. AFC divisional round. We have the same matchups here, so we can go down the list. Truett, Chargers, Chiefs in Arrowhead.
I want to do it. I want to take the Chargers. I can't. It's just no good reason to.
Do it.
Yeah, you know what? Fucking the Chiefs are so fraudulent. We're taking the Chargers. You can't have magic every game, damn it. We're taking the Chargers.
You want to put a wager on this potential matchup?
No. My record this year tells me I should not do that.
Finally got smart. I can't. I really want to pick the Chargers. They're the team. Actually,
let's go, Ray.
I think I picked the Chargers to make the playoffs. I think the Super Bowl was Chargers Falcons. So I have to. We're sticking with the preseason stuff. The Chargers are winning the game.
Wow.
Let's go.
Congrats to Patty Mahomes. I really don't want to do this. I think the Chiefs are going to win the game, but I am picking the Chargers.
Got to ride with them.
Liam.
take the safe pick. You might as well.
I mean, you don't have to take the same thing. I think that's it's just foolish to bet against the man.
I agree with you.
And we've all been burnt literally every time we've been burnt.
Mhm.
So I'm going to take the man, Patrick Mahomes. He just doesn't lose.
All right, Liam, we'll go back to you for the next one. The Baltimore Ravens in Buffalo. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, 1-2 in the MVP conversation. Who's the real MVP?
I'm sorry, Lamar. You know how much I love you, but this is the Bills' year that they finally conquer their demons, and they're going to the AFC Chip.
I will agree, but on the fact that Lamar Jackson chokes in the playoffs every year, and it's just another Lamar Jackson choke job, and a kid from Wyoming is going to the AFC Championship game.
I think we're agreeing too much. We need to switch this up. I feel like Liam. I love Josh Allen, but I kind of just want to choose the Ravens.
I can't blame you, man. What would you guys put a potential spread on this game? I would go dead even. Even playing in Buffalo, I'd go dead even.
In Buffalo, it's 2.5 Buffalo.
You think so?
I think that's a good line, Rick. I'm gonna be happy either way, so I'm gonna go with the Ravens.
Nice.
Momentum. Not that the Bills don't have momentum, but the Ravens do.
All right. NFC matchups. Truett, your first matchup. Actually, you guys both have the same matchup. Vikings-Lions. Truett, who's winning the game?
Vikings-Lions?
Vikings at the Lions.
Gotta go Lions. I mean,
Oh yeah.
gotta go Lions.
Now you want to get smart. I see.
Liam?
How am I getting smart?
We're
I've
gonna
been riding
go.
with the Lions all
We're
year.
gonna go with the Lions here. It's gonna be not as big of a beatdown as it was yesterday, but it's gonna be a beatdown. Two-score game.
I got the Lions-Packers, and this is where Jordan Love's magical ride ends. He's not going to Ford Field and getting a win here. The Lions are too good. Lions beat the Packers. Other side of the ball, you guys both have Eagles-Buccaneers.
Taking the Birds here. It's going to be too cold in Philly for those Tampa Bay boys to get it done.
Truett?
Go with the Bucks. I think of the fourth best rushing defense. I think they neutralize Saquon a little bit. And God damn it, I love Baker Mayfield.
Seems some love for Baker Mayfield right now.
Hey, what happened last time they played each other?
It's facts.
Those birdies look really silly.
That bird is fat.
All right. I have Commanders-Vikings.
Ugh.
That wasn't very nice.
In Minnesota.
So,
I want to my heart, to be honest, in this game is going to root for the Commanders because I really love Jane Daniels. But I think the Vikings with Sam Darnold and the defense are just too good. Vikings advance. Okay. Truett. AFC Conference Championship game for a trip to the Super Bowl. The Los Angeles Chargers going to the Baltimore Ravens. Another John Harbaugh matchup.
Ooh,
AFC Championship game. Who you got?
we got the Harbaugh brothers back at it again. 2014. We're taking the reverse of that. We're going Chargers. We're going Chargers. Brother gets his lick back, baby, in the playoffs.
I really don't like the Chargers. I really don't like the Truett's just riding my pick earlier this season. This is not going to happen.
yeah.
Lost all faith in the Chargers in the past 10 minutes.
Okay, wait. Can we say something? If the Chargers – actually, Rank, you go first because I don't know who you're choosing here.
I have Chargers Bills. the road ends here. I'm changing my pick. The Buffalo Bills are winning this game. Josh Allen's going to the Super Bowl.
If the Chargers go to the Super Bowl, someone's got to read something with how bad I've picked this year. And if I pick the Chargers to go to the Super Bowl, someone's got to read something.
You want a pity memo?
No, it's not pity. It's just like it's called being clutch. This is where it matters. All cards on the table here. It's the playoffs.
Liam, you went a little chalk. The Buffalo Bills are going into Kansas City.
Yes, I've been chalk everywhere, but this time I'm not going chalk. Josh Allen gets it done. He conquers the demons, and he finally makes the Super Bowl.
God, I would love that.
All right. Welcome back to you again, Liam. Also chalk still. The Birds, the Dirty Birds, are going into Ford's Field against the Lions.
They are not getting it done. Jared Goff is going to let his nuts hang all over Jalen Hurts. Yep. He's thrown for four touchdowns that game.
True.
What?
Lions, Bucks.
That's a David
Lions,
versus
Bucks.
Lions.
I'm seeing Jared Goff versus Baker Mayfield. That type of game is the type of game to make me paint my walls white, man. I'm going with the Lions, though. Lions in the Super Bowl, man. Dan Campbell, balls of steel.
You need to go to bed, you sick freak. Jesus.
I got the rematch here. Vikings-Lions. Vikings are getting it done. Sam Darnold's not taking no for an answer. He's coming back to collect.
Huh?
It's a Minnesota title wave.
That's crazy. Not taking no for an answer? The hell?
All right, Truett. Your championship is Chargers Lions, whatever little kid out there is dreaming about.
That was odd.
Come on, spit it out. What do you got?
Yeah, it's got to be the Lions. Dan Campbell gets his ring. Gibbs becomes a Lions hero. They start talking about is it Gibbs or Barry Sanders as the best running back in Lions history?
Gibby.
Liam,
I'm
probably
riding
the
the
most
Lions as well.
predictable Super Bowl possible. Bills Lions.
Yep. Give me the Lions as well. Dan Campbell gets a statue. Jared Goff lets his nuts hang even more. And Amon-Ra St. Brown goes absolutely nuclear. 3 touchdowns.
They start debating Amon-Ra or Calvin Johnson. That's what they start doing.
No, they don't. They never debate that.
I got Bills Vikings. This is where the Sam Darnold train ends. I cannot imagine 2 more polar opposite quarterbacks. There's no way Josh Allen is losing to Sam Darnold.
No way.
Josh Allen, the Bills are finally killing demons and are getting their championship. Bills are winning.
Listen,
Damn.
Darnold
all
did all
these
he could.
storylines, man. I like
If
all these.
Darnold takes him to a Super Bowl, man, he did all he could.
Yeah.
Really did.
But he won't be on the team next year because he's not going to be in there. Future Giant quarterback.
Yep.
All right, we
Year,
have our
$40
brackets.
million.
We're done. I'm so excited to see the Chargers go to the Super Bowl, and I'm gonna have Liam read a script.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna quickly go through because I had so much fun doing the brackets. We're gonna quickly go through the offseason before we move into NBA. Rank, I'm gonna start with you because we have 2 New York teams. One that's making a lot of moves. Rodgers and Devontae Adams are expected to be cut. One that's
Really?
not making well, there's a report out there.
Yeah.
One that is not making a lot of moves, and that is the Giants keeping coach and GM. I want your opinion on both for the future of New York football.
I am okay with the Giants sticking with who we've got here. I don't think Dable or Shane are really the problem here. I think we've been dealt a bad hand. I think we need a quarterback in the situation. But I like the continuity. We've changed head coaches and GMs a lot of times over the past 8 years since Coughlin got fired. I don't have a lot of confidence in them. I don't know. I'm just gonna wait and see what happens. I've reached this point where I'm not sure we're doing the draft. I don't know if we try to get Shedeur Sanders or get Travis Hunter. Are we waiting for next year for Arch Manning or Drew Aller? Like Drew Aller, Arch Manning are the guys I want, but I don't think it's hard to. It's a weird situation to put these guys in because you want a franchise quarterback, and let's say you don't get it this year. We're signing a bridge guy who we want to lose. Like we want them to lose a lot of games to get next year to go draft a quarterback first round. So like, it's hard to build a team around this aspect of like we are in QB purgatory and QB hell. And I joke, but there's a serious chance Sam Darnold is the quarterback of the New York Giants next year. Like there's a legitimate possibility that I'm expecting to happen.
Not a bad idea.
But I also want him to like lose. I want him to lose a bunch of games, which is sucks. But I'm okay. Like I guess ideally, I would say we take this first round pick if we're not drafting a quarterback, trade back a little bit, see if somebody really loves Travis Hunter, get a first round pick next year, see if we can bundle those 2 picks to get up to the spot where we can draft an Arch Manning or Drew Aller the following year. That's ideally where I'm at this point.
So you wouldn't want, you guys have what, third? You wouldn't want Travis Hunter to keep that pick and take him.
I don't think Travis Hunter's worth it. He's not changing our franchise. A quarterback changes our franchise, and he doesn't. And I think trading back to get like another wide receiver, another guy in the first round, even early first round, is more valuable to us.
I completely agree, Rank. QB is important, and you need to draft one to be relevant.
Yeah, and it's either this year or next year. I don't want to force this year because we forced it picking Daniel Jones, and I don't want to do that again. But it also sucks having to wait another year for a quarterback.
Yeah.
Jets side of the ball, I'm kind of shocked they're cutting Devonta Adams and Aaron Rodgers because they've looked good down the stretch. I'm guessing at this point they're trying to fully clean house and restart the entire operation again, which I'm curious to see if they keep because Garrett Wilson looked good, didn't get the ball enough. Sauce Gardner regressed, Breece Hall regressed. Like their star young guys have turned back. Their defense got destroyed a lot of times. This was their strength of this team.
Yeah, but
I am curious, very curious to see who they get in here because they were interviewing Vrabel, but then Vrabel's going to the Patriots now. Ben Johnson's not coming here. I'm not sure what other coaching candidate out there is going to want to come and coach the New York Jets.
I think it's a great thing that they're going to get rid of Rodgers. He's been a headache his entire tenure there. He's done nothing beneficial to the team at all.
Liam, I saw a thing yesterday of the last 16 Jets quarterbacks in the Jets made the playoffs who've started a game for them. They ranked Aaron Rodgers as the third best quarterback to play for the Jets. And there's a legitimate reasoning for that. Like, there is nobody. The list of guys who I forgot started games for the Jets is ridiculous.
Listen, we saw what happened in Cleveland this year. Sometimes you just got to take a chance on plan B. Get a guy like Jameis Winston. Let him chuck the ball, man. You're telling me that, yeah, they couldn't get more wins with a guy like him than Aaron Rodgers this year? I mean,
send Jameis to beat Giants. Jameis is going to be a GOAT next year for us.
Aaron Rodgers is 50 years old. He doesn't need to be playing anymore. He's lost his damn mind. He's popping perks, smoking meth in the crack house every day. Let's come on. They need to be an actual organization for once and put their foot down.
Do you guys remember that video of like Aaron Rodgers was like in an interview on SportsCenter and then Devontae Adams like walks in the background right after?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They made that silly ass video and then went on to win like one game out of the next 10 games. So silly.
Yeah.
But where do they go?
Where do they go?
Yeah, the two of them will go somewhere together.
Rodgers goes to his retirement community in Tampa or something.
Hot take: Dolphins. If Tyreek's gone, you get Devontae and Aaron Rodgers to run it back one more time.
What a terrible team that would be.
Did you guys see what Rex Ryan said today?
That he thinks he's new head coach of the Jets.
Well, and he said that he would get rid of Rodgers' country club because it really was just Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Where's all my friends?
I would too. That's not how you win championships unless your name is Tom Brady.
I do agree. The new head coach coming in there has to clean house and has to restart it his own way, which sucks because the Jets have been in this hell for a while, but the hell's continuing.
And Rex Ryan is like, he's a rough rough guy. Like I feel like he would really put some discipline in there. You know.
I would love Rex Ryan back at the Jets. He's been their best head coach in the past 20 years.
Probably.
The Rex days were fun, Liam. Don't you
No,
remember?
they were fun. I miss Mark Sanchez. I miss Cromartie. I miss Revis Island the most, though.
Fair.
I miss Ryan
It's a long time
Fitzpatrick.
ago. It's a long time ago.
That Fitzpatrick, Marshall, Eric Decker team. I like that team. Do they have Matt Forte? Or was he still on the Bears?
Matt Forte was there around that time.
It's a good team.
But Daniel Thomas played for the Jets. Never forget.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey,
All right, last thing before we get into NBA, and I'm sure we'll cover this in another episode. Just like real rapid fire, we have Titans, Browns. I'm assuming they're QBs. Which QBs are taking 1 and 2?
I'm not sure if the Browns take a quarterback.
You don't think
Cam
so?
Ward, Shador are going some order as the first 2 quarterbacks there. I'm curious with the Browns due to the fact that Deshaun Watson's got this huge contract for another 3 years. Like they can cut him, but that's like $70 million as cap that they're just wasting every single year. I have no idea what I'd do if a Browns fan. I would lose my mind. In fact, they get rid of Baker Mayfield for this. Like, it's some combination of Shador and Cam Ward will go 1-2. I bet someone will trade for the Browns pick if not.
Frank, I'm gonna quickly echo your point before Leo goes about how I think it's the same case with the Giants. I don't think Travis Hunter moves the needle for them. I think you have to take a QB here. And yeah, you have a lot of money sitting on the sidelines, but you got to win.
I did see Deshaun Watson supposed to be out of most of next year because of Achilles complications.
I want the Browns to get Cam Ward. I feel like that's a good fit for him. Still wearing that orange. It looks good on him. Him and Judy are going to be nice together. Him and Judy are going to be very nice.
Yeah, I would like to see Ward. CBS right now has the Titans taking Cam Ward. What do you guys think of Shedeur Sanders as a prospect? Because I saw something the other day that said that no NFL team has him as a day 1 prospect, which I just thought was like it's going against a lot of what we've seen.
I don't know. I honestly, the hype is like too much. Like he's not a Heisman winner. He played with a Heisman winner on his team, and it didn't really translate to team success. They didn't make the playoffs. They didn't win a bowl game. They couldn't win their conference. When they have all this talent, supposedly, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like he's just been so hyped up, and there's other guys that are flying under the radar.
I believe wholeheartedly that Cam Ward or Shedeur Sanders, if they went out last year, would have been the 6th quarterback taken off the board.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Penix, McCarthy, Nix, Daniels, and Caleb Williams are all better quarterback prospects.
This is a weak class. Yeah,
and that's what gives me pause of trying to go like drafting one of these guys because like we passed on 3 of them. Like we passed on 2 of them last year. We passed on the Bo Nix. We passed on the Michael Penix. Like the hype sold me on Shedeur Sanders for about 3 weeks when I thought we had the number 1 overall pick. I'm not gonna lie, I bought into the hype, bought into like everything. But I've watched some of his games. He holds on to the ball too long. Like you can't do that in the NFL against good teams and good defense. Like you don't have the amount of time you have in college, you have in the NFL. And I agree to it. I think he's a bust. I think they're both busts waiting to happen.
I think Shador's got a big target on his back too. As soon as he steps foot in the NFL, guys are going to want to destroy him. And honestly, for pretty good reason. Showboater.
This is a Jameis Winston, Marcus Mariota type of class.
Ooh.
Don't disrespect Winston like that.
And I love Mariota, but
Mariota had a good game last night for the Commies. He had a really good game. All right, that's all we got for the NFL. I want to survey you guys how we're doing on time. I have a trivia question where you like guess the top 10 for something. I don't know if we have the time for that.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
All right, let me pull it up real quick.
There's not too much NBA. We can do this. Pick a player of the week and do some hoops grid.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I have to find it though. Okay.
While he's looking at stuff. Oh, you good?
No. You're good. I got to pull it up still.
Liam, any candidates for player of the week?
I'm pulling my guys up right now, Rank. See who we got.
And the Mavs haven't played well, so I can't really look at the Mavs players because
No, dude,
they've
everybody's
fallen
hurt.
off.
Yeah, I have a couple player of the week candidates.
Okay.
All right, we'll get into that. So stole this from a podcast, but we're exploring the idea of the 3-and-D big men today. And I say big men liberally. I want you to name me the top 10 players that have recorded the most games of 2 or more threes and 2 or more blocks.
Ooh.
So we're looking at stretch big men.
I'm
Top
gonna go,
10 all time.
I'm going to go Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis is not on this list of the top 10.
Kawhi's got me on the list.
Nope.
Is like KD on the list?
KD is number 1.
There we go.
Been around for a long time. He got a lot of blocks in OKC.
LeBron James.
LeBron James is number 6.
Brooke Lopez.
Brooke Lopez is number 2, Rankle.
Yeah.
Good shout. How many current day players?
4 of the remaining 6. Or 4 of the remaining 7. Sorry.
Cat.
Cat is number 10. Sneaks on the list.
Nice. Good guess.
I want to say like Clay, but I don't think Clay's got enough blocks.
Yeah.
One of these guys, I think, just retired. Like, I don't think he's on the team anymore.
Like retired in the middle of the season.
No, like, I don't think he's on a roster going into this year.
Blake Griffin.
No, that's a good guess.
Thank you.
Think of your stretch bigs.
Pingus.
Porzingis at number 3.
Yeah.
Around a long time.
So we had 5 we had 5 people.
You have 1, 2, 3, 6, and 10.
So one more current player.
No, 2 more current players.
Dirk Nowitzki.
Dirk at 4.
Yep.
The guy played some defense in his day.
Oh, yes, he did.
You're missing 5, 7, 8, and 9. 2 of them are current.
Larry Bird.
No.
Probably not enough threes. It's just crazy to say. Rashard Lewis.
No, I love that guess, though. That's a great guess.
Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, is Wembanyama up there?
In a few years, probably, but no.
How many games, just for shits and giggles, do these guys have? Does it say? Like, how many games they did it?
No, I don't know that.
Aaron Gordon.
No, I like your guess though.
Big Jokic.
Yeah.
No, good guess. Out of these 4 remaining players, 3 of them are I'd say true 5s. Maybe 1 you could call 4, and then 1 is a small forward.
Hmm.
The small forward is not current. He's the guy I think just retired a year or 2 ago.
A year or 2 ago.
True 5s. Miles Turner.
Miles Turner, number 7.
Yeah.
Sabonis.
No, not Sabonis.
Good guess, though. It's a good guess.
That is a good guess.
So down to 3.
You're down to 3. 1 current, 1 maybe retired, and then 1 late 90s, 2000s.
Who's putting up threes in like late 90s as a center?
Played for the Celtics, but you wouldn't know him for his time on the Celtics.
It's obviously not Shaq, but
that was my first thought was Shaq. I
That's
don't like that.
dumb first thought.
where do we know him from, Truett?
Would that give it away?
No, because I didn't even know he could really shoot, to be honest. Maybe I just don't know ball, but I know him from the Pistons.
Bill Laimbeer?
Let me make sure he plays.
Pistons centers in
Center?
the thousands.
We're not talking Ben Wallace.
Nope. He was
Please
drafted
don't
in
tell me-
'95.
Um,
Played until 13
damn.
on the Celtics from 09 to 010. 1 year.
Greg Monroe.
Nope. He is on a team that does not exist anymore. He was drafted by the Washington Bullets.
In 95?
Dude, no clue. Do we know this guy?
Yeah.
Like Gortat?
Nope.
Gortat was not chucking up threes. No way.
All right, here's another hint. He played for the Pistons from 04 to 09.
Oh, it's Rasheed Wallace.
It's Rasheed Wallace. I did not know he was
What?
scrapping like that, dude.
I did not know he was shooting threes.
So two more.
8 and 9 left. He was a really good wing defender in his prime in like the 2010s. And I'm pretty sure he's not on the roster right
Like
now.
Shane Battier?
Ooh, I like where you're thinking. A little later in time than that, but I like what you're thinking.
I was
Definitely.
going to
like-
drop Harrison Barnes, but that just
Well,
can't be it.
Nope. Closer in
Iguodala.
time. No, but I
Give me
like what you're
Iguodala.
thinking. Not better defender than Iggy, but I'd say as good of a defender in his prime.
Tony Allen?
No, he's a true 3. Could play the 4.
Marcus All?
No.
After hearing the hint, that's not a good guess.
There's another guy still out there.
Ron Artest.
No, you're going back in time.
It's not Mello.
Ugh.
No.
Good wing defender? Yuck. What team is this guy primarily
Yeah.
known for? Or is that going to give it away?
I know him for his time on the Sixers.
Time on the Sixers.
Tobias?
Oh. Jimmy? Time on the Sixers. It's
I'd say
not
he was a really good defender.
Drew Holiday.
No, he's a 3. He's definitely a 3. Could play the 4.
3?
Dude, I have no clue.
I have no idea.
Okay, we'll come back to him. The other guy is a center in this league. Although he's played the 4
Embiid.
at times. No, but he stretches and
It's not Giannis.
he gets some blocks. I don't know if they're real or not.
Oh,
Darren Jackson.
Darren Jackson.
Jr. Yeah.
Jared Jackson. All right.
Man.
Any more attempts on the other guy?
What else is this guy like known for?
Hard-nosed defender. He played a little bit for the Blazers. I think he was on the Rockets at one point, like end of the Harden era.
I'm just thinking
Eric Gordon.
Al-Farouq Aminu. Oh,
No. Double check.
hard-nosed
Alfred Gamunu.
Not Aminu. Let me make sure he's not on a list on a team. He's not on a team.
Jay Crowder.
Oh, I love that guess, but no.
It's probably such a terrible guess.
Like what
He was
year was
no-
he on the?
So this guy's known as a Sixer.
Not Jeremy Grant.
I would say he's
Oh.
known as a Sixer.
Jeremy, yeah, good guess, Frank.
No, Jeremy Grant. He's not known as a Sixer.
What?
Jeremy
Covington.
Grant? Robert Covington at number 8.
I guess, yeah, he's not really known as any team.
No, he's not.
I would say he's known as a Sixer, but like I don't know. I don't really think he's known for any team. But yes, those are the top 10 in most games of 2 or more threes and 2 or more blocks.
Very
Stretch
fun.
3 and D big.
All right, player of the week before we go into Hoops Grid. Current
Yeah.
nominee for me is Victor Wembanyama for his 100
Bananas.
points.
Wembanyama.
Over how long? 2 games?
He's 100 games. First 100 games, he has more points than 7th player in the last 45 years to have as many points through his first 100 games, joining Michael Jordan, Zion, David Robertson, Shaq, Luca, and Terry Cummings. Rebounds.
Terry Cummings.
rebounds is the first player since
You're taking
O'Neal to
down.
average at least 20 points and 10 rebounds before turning 21. He's the first center to have 386 assists in his first 100 games. And he's third all time in blocks in his first 100 games behind Manu Ball and David Robertson.
Jesus.
And he's got more three-pointers in his first 100 games than Steph Curry.
Jesus. That's pretty worthy.
You know what's a shame about that is if Chet was healthy, it'd be both of them in that convo. It's very sad.
Yep. Shout out to Derek Lively, who owns both of them. Great shout rank. I will echo that, but I would like to give an honorable mention to Mr. Cade Cunningham.
Yeah.
Falling as of lately. And don't look now, but the Pistons are on a 3-game win streak. Sneaky.
Pistons are sneaky good this year.
They are sneaky good. They could vie for a playoff spot. They very well could.
That'd be
Liam,
crazy.
I have good news for you, Liam. The Pistons won tonight. 4 games in a row now.
Shout out Cade, man.
Shout out Cade.
Rankle, are you typing that tweet up as we speak?
I am.
Beautiful, man.
You guys
All
want
right,
to pull up the hoops grid?
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Thanks, Druitt. I'm gonna get birthdays ready for us.
I had to find Wemby's Twitter handle.
Yeah, definitely.
I know Yusuf Nurkic is the Bosnian Beast 27. You need that.
It's really weird.
I was sending him hate mail the other day.
He just got benched in real life. Him and
Deserved.
Bradley Beal got
I was
benched.
kind of hoping the Suns wouldn't do that, but
Yeah, well, they want to win,
Smart
so
enough.
unfortunately. How many points is 1,500 in a season?
was it like 18 a game? Didn't we calculate it?
Yeah, it was like 18 game.
Who's that 5'10" fucker? Played with Booker. Tyler Ellis.
Ulyss.
Thank you.
Yep.
I don't know how many. Is that 20?
Try Bender.
Yeah,
Bender.
Bender.
Damn.
All right, hold on.
Bender didn't play in the 2000s.
1,500 divided
Ooh,
by-
Celtics played in the 2000s. No, it wouldn't be Luigi. Damn.
That's 18 points a game
Let's try it.
over 82.
Can we
games.
try Celtics played in 2000s? Could we go Luigi Ditome? Maybe Gigi Ditome? He
No.
didn't play in the team. Damn. Shout out.
Played in the 2000 Celtics.
I need a random.
Greg, third leg in a row.
Yuck.
Let me think on it.
Rank, you
10,000
better,
points.
you better
15
choose
Can we
someone
stick-
that I've never heard of before.
can
Avery
we?
Bradley had 15,000 plus points this season for the Celtics.
Wow.
No.
He never averaged over 18.
Jay
That's-
Crowder? Try Jay Crowder there.
He has to, right?
Yuck.
What?
Brandon Bass.
No way he's putting up those points.
Brandon Bass put him down one. Player in the 2000s.
Go.
What?
Oh,
Damn. Hi.
Why does he look so pissed?
We'll get something better than there.
Wow.
5+ teams
Did
played
Tony
in
Allen have 10,000
2000.
points?
Oh.
Get to yours in a second, Liam. What did you say, Liam?
5+ teams played in 2000s. Maybe Joe Smith.
Damn.
Damn, that's high.
Instead of Brandon Bass, put Alan Ray.
Who?
Nova legend.
Yes. He's very active on Twitter.
He is very active on Twitter.
Is he actually?
Yeah, he gets
Yeah.
in piss and fights with fans all the time.
Let's go, Barbosa. Fuck, that was way too obvious.
Damn, 5%. What about Gortat for that one?
Ooh.
I'm with it. Oh,
Ew. So ugly.
Polish hammer, baby. He's gonna hammer you.
Can we go Shaq? Suns, 10,000 plus points.
That's lower than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, so do I.
Middle, Raja Bell. What?
Damn.
Going back.
Can we try Bledsoe for top middle?
Like that. Oh, wow.
Boris Diaw, top middle.
Never 15,000 in a season? That's crazy. What about Goran
Damn.
Dragic?
All right. That's somebody.
There you go.
Bottom middle, Robin Lopez. Grant Hill, bottom middle.
Grant Hill. That's a good one. Oh,
That's better.
Maybe Quentin Richardson
this one?
for that one? Yeah.
What?
This is a rough one, boys.
How rare is Chris Paul top left?
That's actually a good one.
I was going to top left, true, but you can go top middle also. There you go.
Damn. That's like
Did Carmelo play with 5 teams? Can we have Carmelo top left?
Ish Smith. Ish.
That's rough, man.
Can we go Chris Paul bottom left? See if that's any better.
Ugh.
Yeah. Damn.
Ugh. No better.
Damn. Wait a minute. Left middle, our boy, Sir Shelvin. Try him. No, he didn't play the he didn't play in the 2000s.
Bottom right, Antoine Walker.
Oh, good one. Trying to think. Who's the guy that won the dunk contest for you guys? Is it D Brown? We tried D Brown.
Okay, we need to get this Russ out of here first. No Silvers.
Did Norman Powell play enough teams? No.
Somebody go now.
Tobias played for a bunch of teams.
Yeah, he did. Clippers, Magic.
Nice!
Yes, there we
Frankel! Got our 2 diamonds today.
Yeah. Can we try D Brown top right? Nope.
Was the other
Maybe
two-
try the other
D
one.
Browns. Yeah.
Can we get this mellow out? I just don't want one above 3. I don't like that.
Yeah. Can we try Carlos Boozer?
Ooh.
Probably didn't play for enough teams. Jimmy?
Oh, I got it, guys.
Dang.
No.
Jimmy play for enough teams? No. Isaiah
Danny
Thomas?
Ainge.
Isaiah Thomas might work, actually. That one should work. Oh!
That's terrible.
Oh, is this too obvious? Is it 5?
Thunder, Nets, Warriors, Suns.
That's a hard one. 5+ teams and still be decent.
It's got to be. There's 100 people that have done it. Fuck.
Eric Gordon.
I like it.
Kukoc.
I don't know. He's getting passed around like that. So we just go Shaq? We try Shaq?
Try it.
Ah, it's horrible. Oh, it's 9. God.
We might just have to stick with Carmelo.
Tracy McGrady, maybe?
Oh,
Did he even have 5+?
Come on. Got it. No, I don't think that's it. How many
Try
teams?
Blake
have played?
Griffin.
John Wall.
Blake Griffin did it.
John Wall. Yeah. 5 teams, Pistons. I don't know.
Oh, you know what? I got it. I might have sniped it. How many teams is Drummond?
Did Dwight Howard play for 5 teams?
Oh,
Yeah.
he definitely did.
Okay, there
we'll
we
take
go.
it.
There
We'll
we
take
go.
it. Good
Sam
shout.
Jones, top right.
Sammy
Alright,
Jonesies.
That's a good one, Rank.
You know what? We'll take it. Not one of our best, but we'll take it. Shout out Rank for the 2 diamonds.
Far from.
Far from, but it's okay. Everyone has off days.
All right. We got some birthdays today, fellas. Let's see. Any big ones today? Oh, so close. Oh, we start off our birthdays with a man who has been mentioned on this show many, many times. He's been mentioned today. He is a fan favorite, a host favorite. Happy birthday to Jameis Winston.
Hey, birthday, Jameis.
How old?
He was born in 1994, so that makes him 31 today.
I would hope he can see his candles.
Cakes and candles,
Cakes and
if you can
brother.
see. Might need to
Some more
retake your
lace.
driving test, though, buddy. All right. Moving over to baseball, we got Kevin Gausman. Happy birthday to you. He turned 34. I don't know anybody else on this list. Jose De Jesus. That's a great name.
Jose who?
Happy 60th to Jose De Jesus. Mr. Jesus. A guy by the name of Doe Boyland turned 70 today. Shout out to Mr. Boyland. I know Rankle loves that. Moving over to basketball. Kenyon Martin turns 24. Happy birthday, Kenyon Martin. Mac McClung turns 26. Pat Connaughton, 32 years
Planet
young
Pat,
today.
baby.
Yes, sir. We got some good basketball birthdays today. Gilly Gunman turns 43. Happy birthday
Nice.
to him. Already showing signs of early onset dementia, unfortunately. Mark Jackson, assist god, quote unquote, turns 50 today. He knocks it out the park with all due respect. Happy birthday to him. Moving over to football. Don't know any of these guys besides Jameis. Donkey Kong Sue turns 38. Happy birthday to Donkey Kong.
I don't think that's his name, actually.
Nadal McKinn, my
It's
bad.
gotta be.
It's got to be something.
I misspelled it. Oh, wow. Don't clip that, please. AJ Hawk. It's his birthday today.
AJ
Happy
who?
birthday, Jock.
AJ Hawk. He's Aaron Rodgers' coked out co-host.
He's on
Whenever
Pat
he goes-
McAfee.
Yep. Shout out.
Choked out co-host.
Oh, another guy right up Rank's alley. Jason Childs turns 56.
I don't need this.
What? Just catching strays. on here.
And then moving on the list,
He's
we
the
got
most unlikely out of the three of us for that to be.
Yeah, exactly.
we got Kayvon Jenkins, Howard Long, another one of Rank's favorites, Mr. Long.
I think that's all the birthdays we have for today.
Wait, we're not done. Let's see, we got any more? Oh yeah, one last one for you, Rank. A hockey player. He's right up your alley, Mr. Craig the Leg Hammer. Turns 69 today. Nice.
That one is up his alley. I
Yeah.
agree.
And shout out to True for this one. Joshua Head turns 21. The soccer star, Joshua Head.
Okay.
Oh, wow, what a set of great birthdays we got. I'm gonna always
Happy
remember this
birthday.
day. Well, thank you everybody for watching Fun in the Locker Room. As always, do not forget to hit subscribe, notifications. We have a huge beginning of 2025 planned when March Madness starts, when the playoffs for the NFL begin. College football playoffs will be resuming this week, so we'll get into all of that. You're not going to want to miss it, so make sure you hit the subscriptions because we do episodes randomly. We just did one last Thursday, one today. We're trying to be on a schedule, but who knows? We like to do these, so who knows? As always, fun locker room. Don't forget to have some fun in the locker room. We had a lot of fun today. We hope you did too.